Damn. Damn it. Okay. I was just thinking that I could get away with using 4 stud axles here in the drive shafts, but no. Nope. 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 No way. That's not gonna be possible. However, so Ben obviously has done a few things for us. We're gonna implement them today. I have an idea for springs, but first we need to redesign. We need to do something to the wheel uprights in order to make them, well, better. They're now a work in progress, and you know we need to. We are going to implement Ben's ideas, and we're gonna implement some of my ideas. Uh, and together, they are going to be to make it better. First, let me just discuss my idea for springs, and this is going to be um, one reason why I want to redesign something here. So basically, an idea that I had how we could mount the springs is that we mount the springs here on the side. So we would mount them. What? No. Oh my god. We this is the third car that we are making since we started the stream last July. So definitely not. So one option would be to do it like this, for example. No, this could work. This could work. Over here, maybe even if we put the spring somewhere closer, like this or like this, maybe. Then is it max? Yeah. And then let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, that would make the springs a lot more efficient. Yeah. A lot more efficient. But of course, we need to solve one problem. In this configuration, this part here hits the spring. So this part here needs to go. Yep. This part has to go. And Ben, of course, designed a different mounting point for this, as far as I can see. Yeah. So we need to change this as well. There's, nothing but to do it. Nothing to it but to do it. So let's change this. Wow. So first, let's think of why this is here. This is here so that here at the bottom, this guy can't swing back and forth as much as it wants. So if we remove this, then it can. We can't turn it 90 degrees because it's then in the way of other things. So if we would turn this 90 degrees, this part, then it would hit, of course, the the pull rod. So yeah, I mean we have to get rid of it. We can't really replace it with anything else, so we have to live with this being a little bit wonky, I guess. Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be a big deal since we're going to fix the upper part. So it's probably going to be fine. So what did Ben do here? Let's see. Okay. Do you have... No. I guess I don't. We need this here as well. This one. Which one? Which half bush would you replace? And how would you do it? That's my question. That's impossible. Since, let's see on the other side. You see, if I have something like this, it doesn't fit. Nothing fits here. Because, you see, come on, focus. You see, this part here is thicker, so nothing is gonna fit. Nope. Trust me, if it would, we would use it, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can we improve this? Oh God, I'm already thinking of improving this. Jesus. Looking at his design, and it's a good design, and we're gonna build it, and then we're gonna try to improve it. I think it can be improved upon, but let's make it first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 here. This is here. Okay. This is going to be an Audi S1 in 1 to 10 scale. Okay. Here we are using this guy here. Okay. there. We're going to use, of course, this here. Now this and this here to have a smooth curve. And now it gets interesting. Now it gets interesting. Come on, what the fuck, camera? Okay, thank you. Thank you for focusing. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mm-hmm. Where did this part go? Oh, come on, let me pick you up. Okay. Okay, and here we have the full rod pickup. Okay. I mean, this this looks pretty sturdy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, okay, this is very interesting. I mean, I guess it doesn't, it doesn't matter because this here is basically subject more to forces back and forth. But it's still wobbly. Still too wobbly for my taste. Since, when we're doing this, you're here in the stream, of course, where we over-engineer stuff. So, I'm thinking now that there's an opportunity for us to make this thing here better, I guess. I hope. I don't know, but I have some ideas. You see, this is pretty heavy and uses parts here and there, and I don't know. Maybe we could, use some lift arms here and there, and use fewer thin lift arms. Delete this part here altogether, and have the ball joint here on a lift arm, because it can be suspended from above as well. Doesn't matter if it's from below or above, as long as this is sturdy. I'm thinking how we could do this. It's an odd measurement, of course, sadly, but it could be done. And yeah, I was yesterday. I was thinking why I don't like this. See, why I don't like this part here, because when the pull rod is pulling, on it, what can happen and did happen in the past is that this part can crack. This part can crack. And if this part, yeah, thank you, camera. And this part, if this part cracks, we are not in a very good position. So I was thinking that we could do something with lift arms, as I said before, or not, even if not with lift arms, with connectors. I don't know. You know, we're gonna leave this intact, and we're gonna use the other one to mock something up on this. You know, I'm doing this here, of course, with a longer, because I just had it here. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now here we deviate from Ben's example. We would use, I don't know, maybe a full, yeah, we should use a full set of these. So this guy is covered, and then we could use something like this, for example. Yes, and then we would have our steering link here. So this would give us the same overall geometry here, but a bit cleaner. And I think, well, it's kind of the same amount of sturdiness, but it's cleaner. And we are now at this level here. Okay. So we are, if we compare, we are here. Now we need to make the top level where we have all of the connections here. And let's see if there's a way of doing this. Okay. So we need to find attachments basically for the pull rod and for the upper link in the same geometry. I would like to find something for the upper link where it wouldn't break. And this is gonna be tricky, to say the least. Maybe we will have to change this somehow. We could have this guy. This wouldn't break. No, we would have this here. This would be our pull rod. Yeah, our pull rod. Then we will have to redesign this a little bit. But doesn't matter, this is still doable. Because my goal is to make this a little better. I don't know how yet, but that's a goal. So this would be up here. Yeah. But obviously, my calculations didn't include this problem. Okay. How could we do this? I mean, I was thinking of something like using something like this, maybe, or its equivalent with this, this or this. This could maybe also fly. And this guy we can do differently. So in order to get the half stud offset, we can also use this. See, we can also use this, and then we have a bit more freedom. I don't know. We have a few more options here, maybe. Just thinking aloud. So then we could have, you know, we could have these two in the same plane. That's what I'm thinking aloud. Then we could have those two in the same plane. We could use why I'm coming back to this part. Have those outside. I mean, this is probably the hardest part to design. This is the iteration number, I don't know, 5, 10. So one option is to have it like this. No, I don't like this. Shit. This is one of those moments, you know, that I often get when I'm designing alone over the weekend, where, you know, you're staring, and I think Ben has the same moments as well. You're staring at a construction for like an hour, and you're just like, what the fuck am I doing here? How do we solve this? Is it possible to solve? I don't know. It must be possible. Absolutely, it must be possible to solve this. And I don't want to do it, for example, with this. so that I would have, this, because then it's sitting just half in, and I don't think I can trust this connection. Even if we do this here as well, it's only half in, and you can feel that it has some slack. So, and it should be an axle connection, not a pin connection, and both should be axle connections, ideally. And they should be very strong, ideally. There must be a way. There must be a way. We need 2 axle connections. No, not... Wait, not necessarily. This can be a pin connection. This can be a pin connection. What? Which multi-link suspension you were talking about? The Challenger one. The Challenger suspension is here in my drawer. It's still there. Okay. Let me explain my thinking. Okay. So we can have a pin connection here, an axle connection here, a pin connection here, and this is gonna be the challenge then, because we can have the following. So we can have a pin connection here. Oh, wait. Where did I have this guy? Okay, so okay, so we every single fucking time. Oh god. Okay. Ideally, this should be a pin. This should be this must be an axle connection. This can be a pin connection. So we can maybe with something we can maybe pin this here, and then we have to engineer something for this. Maybe another level. There is a part. There is a part that may or may not come in handy. So we want an axle connection here for it, so that we could potentially insert this in. But Lego, in their ultimate wisdom, thought, no, we're gonna make a stopper here inside of this. I cannot push this through. I can have it here, but I cannot push this through. Lovely. So today we are building revised suspension uprights, and we have one which is not bad, but it needs improving. This upper part here is not the best. It fits geometry wise, but it's weak. It's weak, and I would like to improve it. Um, I would like to improve it, but I don't know exactly how. Hmm, this would be an option, of course, but no, because this is here. Um, don't think we can put this higher. I don't think so. We can't really put this, realistically speaking, we can't put this higher. Mm, but you know, this is so difficult. This is really difficult. This is more difficult than I thought it would be. Could we use this guy here? Could we use this guy here and have our pull rod situated in it? Because of course it has to just pull it so it always presses down. And then engineer something for this. But no, because we need an axle connection here and we can't have one. Not like this. We could use this perhaps, then we would have another pin connection here, which we can't have because we would then, this would then rotate and it can't. What do you mean flip the ball joint? I am unsure. I mean, I think I know what you mean, but I'm unsure. Please, please explain. What if we had this guy here? Yeah, maybe. Mm, I'm going to put this back where it was, the way Ben designed it, just so we have a reference point where things need to be, so that everybody knows what we're aiming for. So this is what we're aiming for, and this is kind of the reason why I want to change it. To, you know, kind of engineer something that's a little bit stronger. Just a second. I'm back with you in a moment. had to fetch my tea so I can think better when I drink tea. The link's orientation by 90 degrees. Now, how would you do this? How would you do this? I mean, this certainly has potential. We can do something with this. But you know, I'm always trying to improve stuff because this is the front suspension is gonna be the most abused part of this car. This is gonna take most of the beating that this car receives is gonna be here in the front suspension. The rear is gonna be pretty easy sailing because since we don't have steering there, or we have very little steering there, all of this doesn't really matter. And you know, if we decide that this steering lock, so this kind of amount of steering is enough, we can even completely omit steering in the rear altogether, which is gonna make it a lot beefier, and you know, so the rear is gonna be smooth sailing. It's this, the front upright, that's really difficult to engineer because it has to be, you know, sturdy and right. That's why I'm so picky here. Once we get this right, everything else is gonna be a consequence of this, and that's why this needs to be pretty good. Even more so than, for example, in the Sierra or other cars, because this guy needs to jump as well. That's the idea. I mean, not a lot, but you know, if the car gets airborne and lands, it needs to take the landing, and this can be tricky. And engineering this part here, you know, this part here in a better way is gonna be a challenge. I mean, this is pretty good, but I'm certain that we can do it better somehow. I'm pretty sure it can be done better. Mm. I get some vague ideas. Mm. Yeah, but this isn't gonna be better. Mm. This doesn't solve enough. Doesn't solve enough problems. I'm just looking at the parts that I have available here on the desk, and I'm trying to, I'm trying to figure out a way uh, where we could succeed. Hmm. Okay. Maybe I got something. Maybe I got something. So this would be our part here. Now we have, of course, this part available that would give us a pinhole here. We need an axle hole here. So what could we do to reverse this? Could we reverse this? Should we reverse this? Can it be done? I mean, if we turn this around like this, then put these here like this. I'm not saying this is gonna be better. I'm just, trying to see if we can work with this. Yeah, because this is happening constantly. Yeah, this is happening. Yeah, because this is basically acting as a torsion bar. But okay, since we are coming from this here, and we could change this thing here slightly. So it would basically, okay, it could mount to this part here somehow. If only, if only this would work, but it doesn't, and it can't. It cannot work like this. I'm pretty sure the eureka moment is not far away. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something that's gonna work here. Something that I may not have thought about. Because the issue is that this needs an axle connection here. It needs an Axle connection. Come on. I know it has to be simple. Okay. I think I have it. Okay. So let's see. Well, we're gonna build from top to the bottom. Where's that part again? Okay. So obviously it's gonna be like this. And this guy here needs to be like here. Yeah. And we're gonna have this guy here. And this guy is gonna be here. Okay. Okay, that's a good start. Not a great start, but a good start. And this is gonna be reversed. It's gonna be like this. You see where I'm going with this. Not sure how it's gonna pan out once it's mounted, because you see the biggest thing here is that you don't know how those things behave before they are mounted. It can be that this is gonna be very sturdy, but it also can be that it's gonna be shit. And until it's mounted, you don't know. Because as I said before, CAD only gets you so far. CAD only gets you so far. And if this, we manage to make this is gonna be very sturdy. This somehow feels like it can be improved still. It's gonna be like this. Wait, if we mount this the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, just shy of this. What does this guy say? Okay, yeah, we might get away with this. We might get away with this in this configuration. Or do we? Come on, I know there's an even better solution to this. There must be. If we use these here, we mount this to this, what could we gain? So we can run the lift arm on the other side and not on this side. Okay. Okay. Like this. Okay. That's good. That's good. Where are we here? So we are here. 1, 2, 4. Okay, just one shy. And we are here. We have a long lift arm here. Okay, we need to go one level down. Okay. That's I sound like Joe Pesci in the Die Hard, in the Lethal Weapon movies. That's not good. That's not a good sign. Okay. So we are. Where are we? Okay, that's good. That's very good. So we can actually do this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna go for number 4 here. And this way. Yeah, this is gonna be acceptable. And now we need to go one level up. We omit this here. 1, 2. Okay, some magic with the pins will have to happen. We'll see what exactly. And if in the end this is gonna be better than what we have here. So let's see. Okay, this is already here. Okay. Yep. And now to this we mount this. This should be it. Where exactly? Exactly here. Very good. Very good. Theoretically. Okay. Now we have to improvise with the pins, of course. This here needs to be a 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay, we need a 5 stud long pin here. 5 stud long pin. No problem. A 5 stud long pin it's gonna be. Okay. this isn't gonna be sturdy, I don't know. Then I don't know. Okay. What the? Okay. So now we have a pin here. And a pin here. Jam this in here. And we have our 5 stud long pin. Very good. Okay, let's move on. So we can have a pin connection here. Yeah. And then a pin connection here. Yeah. And let's see. Okay. So theoretically, this is the same as this. Sorry. Now it is. For better visualization. So these two should be equivalent to each other. This should be equivalent. They are. Now let's test how much beefier this actually is. Is it worthy of our re-engineering or not? So here we have this and this. So this is the main reason why I wanted to beef this up. So this is weak. What about here? I am disappointed. However, there are options here to beef this up because there's some obvious reasons why this is weak, and we are going to make this better now. Yeah, and one of those reasons is exactly this here. This here is gonna be a very strong connection once we improve upon it. We'll see. Where's this? No? Okay, we can definitely improve this still, but let's try this for size. Yeah, another connector is also a good solution. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're gonna try the other connector solution as well. Because, yeah, maybe it's gonna be even better. Where's the other connector? Yeah, here it is. So that's the idea. Come on. There. Oh yes. Oh yes, that's next level. This is basically what we were aiming for. Yep. Hey Ben, look at what we have. We have improved your design a little bit. Same geometry, but improved. See? Because I wanted things to be beefy. And I think we succeeded. This is pretty damn good. Because, uh, this guy here had this problem and this problem. And our boy here is very much more robust, I would say. And of course, this guy here also means that the steering is going to be a lot more responsive because it directly acts on this. We lose all of the stuff here, which we don't need. And I think this is going to be the better hub, to be honest. Let's mount it and see what the verdict is going to be. No, we have not tested the geometry yet. Now, excuse me for fiddling with this a little bit because there are so many links that need to be attached. It's not even funny. Come on. Okay. Right. And of course you are on the wrong side. Come on. Please, without the other one disconnecting. Okay, we managed. So this can be put in here. This put in here. Okay. Okay, for a moment I was afraid that we would actually impact here, but we're good. We're good. We are good. We are good. The geometry looks pretty good to me, I must say. So the only thing that I see here as a problem, and I'm saying this very loosely, okay? It's probably not gonna be a huge problem. Is camber gain. So when I look at the suspension here, and when I look at the suspension here and put it through its movements, I don't see the camber changing. The camber stays the same because the upper arm is not doing its job, I think. What should be happening here is that the inner part, this part here, should be, when the suspension compresses, it should be pulled in, but it's not because of the geometry of this arm. So this arm needs to be mounted one stud lower. So when the suspension goes up, this arm actually pulls this in. It's not gonna affect the geometry of things here, but just something that we have to do. So basically, we have to reverse this mechanism and basically mount this one stud lower. Yeah, we will rebuild. We will rebuild the other hub as well. Absolutely. I just, I just spent like like a good hour of the stream doing this. Looks simple, but it's kind of not. You have to arrive at this. It's not the simplest thing. Now let's rebuild this as well, and then we rebuild the mounting points for the upper arms. So we mount them one stud lower, and then we'll see. Once we've done this, by the way, Ben, now that you're here, I'm just putting the idea of the suspension, so the mounting point for the springs in the air. So basically, I would like to have the springs mounted here, and then I don't know what angle this should mount to, but I figured that if the springs are mounted to the push rod, to the pull rod directly, we solve many issues at the same time. So I don't know if here or here, if we need one set or two sets, I don't know. Maybe it should be here, and it should be a stronger one. Something. I'm just thinking a lot. I don't know. Something like this, maybe. So that one small spring on each side allows the full range of movement. Yeah, maybe this is even the better mounting point. Perhaps. Just me thinking a lot. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so now that we know how to do this, we can disassemble it. Suddenly we gain a lot of parts that were locked into those two hubs. Yeah, that was my thinking. For packaging wise, this would be very good. Oh, why? Come on. Why does the rim not go in? Okay. And I really hope that the tire is just as wide as the rim and doesn't scrape on this. Because if it does, that's gonna be a bummer. Can someone verify this? I have no idea how much wider than the rim the tires are. I really hope that this gap is enough, including the wobbling of the hub. But yeah, I hope it is. I hope it's enough, because then otherwise we're gonna have some tire scraping on this. And that's not gonna be too much fun, because that's gonna mean that we have to redesign the hub altogether. And I would really want to to avoid this, because this design that we have now is pretty good. The wobbling is going to be a problem regardless, but you know, that's the requirement. We have to use unmodified hubs, and that's what you get. You know, that's what you get when you have to use unmodified hubs. We have to live with it. Ah, you see, Onion Man. Not really. Not really, because you see, imagine the pressure on the cornering. I don't know. You see, that's what testing. That's what testing is for. We can. It has good friction, and it shouldn't. But if it does, then we'll change stuff. There's a solution to do this. For example, we can do the ball joint in a different way. For example, with this, and I don't have another one here. With this and this, for example, this could be a solution, and then you know you wouldn't be able to pull it out. You know, this would be another solution that we could use. We could use it here. Even, you know, we could use this solution, maybe. Yeah, I mean, there's options if this fails. But first, I would like. I mean, we can change it when I start testing the car. The competition is gonna take place at the Buis camp in Slovenia. It's from 12th to 15th of September. Yeah. What did I use here? Ah, okay. Right. So, you know, if I have to get it mirrored. If the upper ball joints start to move out, we are going to change them. There's a lot of things that we absolutely cannot predict while building this. That's why we have to test. Testing is inevitable, and I expect certain parts of the car to fail at testing, and we will have to redesign them. But you know, that's the magic and excitement regarding this, because you know, it's unpredictable. I mean, unpredictable. I had models that had really surprising failures. You know, for example, the Mustang with its various drivetrains, things failed that I never imagined that would fail. You know, and I expect that the Audi here is gonna surprise us with some interesting failures. I hope not too many, and nothing that we cannot solve. But you never know. You never know. did I put this together? Ah, okay. So it's this. Ah, and then it's this here. It's this here. And then it's these. What? I did it so flimsy. No. I did. Because I can't have one here. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, is this enough? No. I would like more. Okay. Come on. Okay, that's unfortunate. I want something here, but I can't have lift arm longer, because then I'm gonna hit things here. Yeah, exactly. A race car is a bunch of hopes and dreams until you take it to the racetrack. Yeah, exactly. Because the racetrack is where it counts. Doesn't matter how it performs in your workshop. If it doesn't perform on the racetrack, it's all for naught. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay. Pretty much. Okay. So this guy here is gonna have to be narrower by one stud, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Right. So let's re-engineer this. Yeah, we're gonna re-engineer it in this way. Come on. We are going to just flip it. That's gonna solve the whole issue. We're gonna flip this. There. Now we have this here. And this is gonna be an entirely different league. Much better. Yeah. That's gonna be enough. And now we are having what? Yeah, I need 2 of these anyway. There. Okay. Wait, what? It's like this, right? Yeah. Okay. It's like this. There. And this here. Oh, come on. Obviously. Better. Better. Nice. So this is a 13. Needs to be well, minor. 11. Yeah. Okay. What do you mean the Mustang and the Challenger? We have not made a Mustang or a Challenger on the stream. We made a Charger and a Sierra. They took a while. Come on. Okay. There we go. There we go. Don't go out. Don't go out. Okay, we're safe. We are safe here. I made a Mustang, but years ago. We did not make a Mustang on the stream. Oh yeah. We did, I did make a Mustang, yeah, but not on stream. So. Naturally. Of course you would. Come on. Okay. Okay, never mind the temporary steering rack getting jammed back then. But okay. This is looking sexy, I must admit. So yeah. Beside the steering rack jamming itself, that's pretty good, actually. I was expecting worse, to be honest. Still, the steering angles are nothing to write home about. But you know, since we plan to do the passive steering in the rear, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Okay, so now the top here. The top part here, we need to lower this by one stud. And for this, of course, imagine that we have to take everything out because it's gonna fall apart anyway. Yeah, I mean, credit where credit is due, because Ben has done a lot of this work. You know, I mean, I improved things here and there, gave ideas, but the geometry here is really Ben's child. Ben has really invested a lot of time in creating this, so you know, um, a rolling chassis relatively quickly. I mean, um, I can swap any wheels that I like here on top of this, and basically once we have done this, so once we're happy with the geometry here, I will over a weekend basically make a copy of this, so we have basically two sets, and then we can have a chassis already. And then we can experiment, of course, with a lot of stuff. And my next Bricklink order will include tires, of course. So unneeded components, so we can then properly judge everything. Okay, so out with it again. Yes, yes. Oh, how I hate those red suspension pins, because every time they disconnect. Every time. Marco, you asked how old are you? Who did you mean? Me or Leon? Come on. Okay, so this needs to go out. I need to disconnect these valves. Okay, so those, the red ones, the ball joints. Oh, you meant everyone? Okay. How old are people around here? Mm, I don't know. I actually don't know how old any of you are. So maybe this stream is just for kids. Who knows? And then I'm getting banned from YouTube. Okay, but this shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so when we lower the steering links, the suspension arms here, we might hit this, but when it's at the lowest point, but I don't think so. No, we're not hitting this. And even if we do, since this can rotate, it's not gonna affect the drivetrain anyway. Well, if you're asking how old I am ancient. Okay, I'll be 43 years old in October. So there you go. I'm an old man. Damn it. Damn it. That's not okay. That's not okay. There's no way to mount this. How do we mount this? We cannot mount them on these two because this one here is basically the support for the input gear into the differential. I mean, we could re-engineer the input, the support here somehow. I guess. But this is so convenient. But we will probably have to free up this hole here in order to make our support structure here. Yeah, that's totally what we are gonna have to do. Damn it. Damn it. What we do for geometry? Because we could use this one, but this is too far away, and this is not gonna be okay. And if we take this guy out, come on, okay, and I don't know, we make a support for him here. Is this still gonna rotate? Okay, yes it is. It's not gonna hit anything. But I'm kinda uncomfortable with this because now it can skip. Okay, that 1 millimeter is not gonna make a difference. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna be okay. Ah, yes, of course. That's how we're gonna do this. Of course. There we go. Problem solved. And I think it's even gonna be better. See, problem solved. We have the support for the axle here, so it cannot skip, and we have those two. Very good. On this side, it's gonna be different, but here we can now build our structure. Of course, I need to take all the connectors. have a sort of deja vu, like this. We did this before. Hmm. Hey, Ben 1. Okay, so we have now what? We have Ben 2 and Ben 1. Okay. Yeah. I guess we are gonna get springs next stream, yeah? That's the next stream is tomorrow, by the way. Okay, wow. That's pretty elaborate. But I think this is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. What are we gonna do on this side though? I don't know. But since this is pretty strong for now, I'm gonna leave this side open. I have no ideas how to connect any of this at the moment, so I'm not even gonna bother. Oh, come on. And of course, our steering rack also needs work. Yeah, it will have to be tomorrow because at the moment we have with my World of Warships clan, we have there's clan wars, and I have to be present there. So I'm rescheduling the streams around that, so I can be present at both. So I can have a stream and do. Okay, you're going in last. So I can have a stream and do the clan wars, and I don't have to sacrifice either of them. So okay, yeah, that's better. Yeah. One unfortunate consequence, but we should be fine. Yeah. See, what the problem is that this setup here, it allows us camber gain, but it limits how much the suspension can extend downwards. So we have a maximum now. We have a maximum of 2.5 stats of travel, which is still plenty, of course, but just to keep in mind. Just to keep in mind what we are having here. Which bushes? Which bushes do you mean? Half pushes on the lower controls. What? What? You lost me. I don't know what you mean. This guy. Oh, the top steering arm. Yeah, I think it's gonna be, the movement is gonna be okay. I mean, 2.5 studs is pretty okay for the scale that we're going. What would happen to the blue pin? You know what will happen to the blue pin? Nothing. Exactly nothing is gonna happen to it because it's not under stress. And I'm certainly not using half bushes for to perform its function. Absolutely not. Half bushes are gonna fall out constantly. Come on. So that's the lowest the suspension can go. And it has slight camber in this direction. And when we, I don't know if you can see it on camera. Maybe. Maybe. And now then we go up, we get some camber gain, which we absolutely want. Camber gain is essential for the corners. So yeah, I mean, next step, of course, I would even go before we mount the springs. I would do the steering rack. Tomorrow we should focus on the steering rack because, you know, this is constantly jamming up, and I would like to have something here that doesn't jam up, you know. See, we gain camber when we compress the suspension, and we lose camber when we decompress. That's exactly the way it should be. That's exactly the way it should be, and that's perfectly fine. That's why we changed the upper A-arms. Yeah, and that's absolutely fine. Yeah, it's absolutely fine because, you know, if when the suspension compresses on one side and it's decompressed on the other side, this means that we are in the corner. And when we are in the corner, you actually want exactly this to happen. You want camber gain on this side. You want to lose camber on this side, so that the wheels stay in contact with the ground. That's what you want. God. What now? Hmm? We have a visitor. We have a loud visitor. Hmm? What? What do you want? What do you want? Hmm? Say hello to the internet. Hmm? He's meowing. He wants to come in. Now, now he goes away. Typical. Typical cat. Doesn't know what you want. Anyway, that's it for today. I would say we are not gonna be any more productive than we were so far. Tomorrow, I would say, um, it's yeah, it's Cat Monday. And tomorrow, I think we should focus on the steering rack. And once we have the steering rack, and this goes smoothly left and right, then we focus again here on the springs and on probably on the engine mounts or whatever we're gonna do here. I don't know. By then, I'm going to calculate actually how long this overhang has to be, and then uh, then we'll know. Then we'll know. And the cat would be right if he said that I didn't add springs yet. My God, the cat. I don't know what his problem is today. Um, so yeah, the springs. What one of my ideas for mounting the springs, of course, as I discussed before, is that we mount them. And it's hard to show you here because everything is wonky. That we mount them here, for example. For example, the angle here, I don't know. We should probably find a way to mount them further inside, but probably not gonna happen because of suspension geometry. And this would maybe, yeah, maybe work. I don't know. It's probably the angle is probably wrong. The angle probably has to point backwards, but I don't know because you see the farthest away farthest to the back that it can be is here. Otherwise, that's not gonna. It's not happening here. So it can be here. I can't. Come on. This is loose, so I'm really struggling. Yeah, I mean, like something like this. It's probably the most extreme that we can mount the spring before it hits the suspension. Yeah, here. It can be here. Somehow, I don't know. That's one of the ideas. Of course, the lower arm here is probably gonna we're probably gonna redesign it to be like straight here, not mounted on top here, so it's not gonna interfere with the gearbox. So it's gonna mount somewhere here, and then this geometry here is gonna be much more favorable for the spring to act upon. So there's options. My God, what's wrong with this cat? What? Okay, so interesting cats. Now I leave the door open. Now he comes in again. Oh God. Cats. I mean, the car is not gonna be a drift car. It's gonna be a rally car. You know, it's a Audi S1 rally car. So I guess you you can drift with it, but it's not really meant to be drifted. I mean, the cat is having a field day. Oh God, what are you doing, cat? What is he doing? I don't know. Cats. I don't know how to mount the springs. This whole thing needs redesigning. You know, this this thing here needs redesigning. I don't know how to attach it here because it's attached just by one stud, which makes it rotate, which is not okay. But I don't know how to fix it in place. It should be fixed in place by here with something, so it doesn't rotate. Um, I don't know. Mm, so ideally, the steering rack jammed again. Ideally, um, we would maybe use those two studs to have a mount somehow. And for this, of course, we need to take this apart, um, so that we would have, see, this plate here would be then mounted, I don't know, differently. Or we would have, I don't know. I don't know how we would mount it. Or we would use just this pinhole and the pinhole down below to create a mount here. A mount that would, when the suspension is compressed, yeah, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Um, this needs some thought put into it. It's not gonna be um, like that. Maybe, but I don't think so. And yeah, we have one stud room here. Yeah, yeah. So we can do something here. Of course, when the suspension is compressing, we don't have this stud here. We have just this one here, and we have to do something in combination with the stud here. So this structure here needs to then loop back and connect to this guy here somehow. I don't know. Maybe, mm, maybe if we do Okay, fuck it. Let's see what we can do here. Just an experiment. Those 5 minutes I can spare. So we're not gonna use this anyway, and we can. I mean, we have to use this like this, otherwise we cannot have any structure beyond this. But here, if we use this guy here, and then we could maybe steering rack, come on, do you have to jam yourself every single time? Yeah, the answer is yes, of course it has to, because it needs backing plate. Okay, just so it doesn't jam the whole time. Okay, so we're good here. We're not gonna make contact here with this. And now, of course, they need to be combined with something here in order for them to be a sturdy combination. I don't know. The tricky part is because I don't know where the engine is gonna sit. The motor. Where the motor is gonna sit. So maybe we should add this here on the bottom. Yeah, maybe this is gonna be better. We add this on the bottom. But no. This has to be on the inside, like this. Okay. Too good to be true. Well, who would have thought? Again, disclaimer, I don't know if this is too far ahead or not. I don't know if the engine, if the motor is gonna fit inside here. I don't know. I mean, probably we're gonna have to re-engineer this, but just in order for us to mount some springs here, it's gonna be fine. So this is reasonably strong. I don't know. It has to be somehow, you know, connected with something. But yeah. Okay. So, as said before, um, hmm. Okay, and of course this is exactly where this mounts to. Okay, yeah. Then we're gonna move it one stud further back. Okay, and this is gonna be a 9er, of course, yeah. Okay, so, oh, really? Okay, so we need to mount those differently. They are too low. They are too low. So in the lowest position, these are vertical. They should be further up. Which of course will compromise the engine room. What can we do? You know, because they are absolutely going uh, too high when the suspension is compressed, and they actually get past the top dead center, which we cannot allow. So what's the alternative? So once this is up, see, just one stud higher makes all the difference. One stud higher, yeah, it's making all the difference. Interesting. Very interesting. I have no idea how to mount it here. Wait, maybe I do. Yeah. I mean, this is just temporary. We're just playing with geometry. Doesn't matter. If the engine fits in here, it will eventually. But for now, I'm just gonna add supports as if there's nothing here. Because Marco wants to see the springs mounted. We're doing this just for Marco. So that Marco is gonna go to bed happy. It's a happy ending if you want. Yeah, two motors, not no engine. Big difference. Oh, come on. Okay. So, okay, so this is now a lot better. Okay. And now let's see what spring mounts we can do. So, since this is longer than before, we can have a different ratios of springs. You know, we can probably do or should do something like this, maybe. I don't know. Let's mount it. Oh, yes. So, you know, something like this. I don't know. That's just an idea. Who knows? Yeah. So it gives us the full range of movement with this small spring. So we have here 2.5 studs of suspension travel, and the spring only has like 1.5 studs of travel here. You know, and so now it works. If we put it, I don't know, here, which would be probably my favorite position. I don't know. Yeah, can't go here. But we should probably be ideally here. You know, the ideal position would be here. Of course, the spring is too soft, but and I think it's not gonna be hit by tires. It's too soft, of course, but it's just to demonstrate the geometry. You know, something like this. Something like this. I don't know. At least, you know, we have something here. So that's it. That's it for today. Um, Everything else tomorrow. Now go to bed, children, and I see you tomorrow. And thanks for watching.